Kevin Durant returning to his hometown in the D.C. area. The Warriors continue their quest for the best record in the league.
Looking like you got new money and you don't want people to know you at home other than the game.
Bradley Beal and the Wizards, winners of 10 of their last 13 without John Wall. Beal said last night, quote, "We want to be a great team." Well, they're facing one
I'm
tonight.
30 years older than him and people say we look alike.
Excuse me? Hold up.
Welcome to NBA Countdown, presented by Mountain Dew Kickstart.
He gets it and I get it too.
No, First of all, let me just do the introductions. Studio W, we're in Bristol. That's Jalen. I'm Michelle. I'm sorry, what now? Did you say I'm 30 years older than him and people say we look alike?
Yes.
No, I can't.
Correct.
Start like this.
He gets it also.
Well, then he should be angry.
Well, that's a nice blue.
Don't even, no, don't try to kiss up now. We are not alone. We're doing something a little different.
We got our Hall of Fame colleagues.
Out in L.A., joining us,
We
Tracy
here,
McGrady.
Baby, we here, baby.
Hey, fresh.
Hey, it's a party out in L.A., baby. Don't
Mac
y'all
looking
miss
like
me?
new money.
Y'all miss
got
me,
on
don't
a fly tie.
I'm still getting them Adidas checks.
I can't. Okay, we're gonna start with the hottest team in the league, which, of course, out in Houston. Rockets entered tonight. 13-game winning streak, one half game ahead of the Warriors for the best record in the league. Behind MVP frontrunner James Harden. He told Shelley Smith yesterday he's never been more confident.
This is probably the best team I've ever been a part of, and from top to bottom, and the chemistry that we have, including with the coaching staff, it's we're having a lot of fun.
Do you expect big things from this team?
Yeah. This is a year for sure.
Tracy, I'm going to start with you. Do you agree with Harden that this is their year?
Well, this is the best chance that he's had of winning a championship. This is the best team that he's been on, chemistry-wise. I think these guys are clicking on all cylinders, and I think what they improved from previous Houston teams is that the defensive efficiency. These guys are 13th. I still think they need to get a little bit better on the defensive end if they want to, knock off a team like Golden State, but this is the best chance. I mean, this guy's playing at an MVP level. He has Chris Paul alongside with him, who is also can be, considered as an MVP candidate. I think this is their best chance, but it solely is going to be on James Harden's shoulders. We can't have that letdown like we had last year in Game 6 against San Antonio. I've seen Chris Paul knock off a team that he wasn't supposed to beat in San Antonio a few years ago. Can James Harden do the same?
This is their best chance. Both of these guys been through their trials and tribulations. They've both been part of epic meltdowns. I mean, if you look back when CP was with the Clippers, the meltdown versus the Houston Rockets, and then Houston last year when James Harden had that, that mind-boggling Game 7 at home. It was just like, these guys have been through the ringer. So you got to feel these guys are like, look, this is it. We've been through it. Only thing for these two guys is to stay healthy. CP has had, his issues in the postseason with being hurt over the last couple of years. But, hey, this is a team that can score with the Golden State Warriors. If you look at, and when I say if you're going to beat the Warriors in a 7-game series, you have to be able to score at least 115 to 125 points. The one game Cleveland won last year, they scored 125, I think 130, set a record. Houston is the one team in the league that can keep that up for 7 games.
I'm rolling with the fellas, Beats. I do think that this is their best chance because they're now a complete basketball team. And take this parallel. They had a 14-game win streak earlier in the year. They played at the 5th fastest pace. They have a 13-game win streak right now. They're playing at the slowest pace in the league. So they've shown us they could do it in both fashions. Also, isolation ball, getting to the free throw line, getting timely stops, as T-Mac just alluded to. This Houston Rockets team is not only for real, but they're deep. And you know what? I would make the argument that they're deeper than the Golden State Warriors.
Okay, I'm going to make you make that argument. Go ahead. Are they?
All right, when you build out the roster from 4 to 10, we know, by the way, they have 2 MVPs in KD and Steph, and obviously Clay and Draymond. But when you look a little bit deeper into there, I'm like, wait a minute, they trying to get quality minutes from Nick Young?
Who has moments.
Moments.
Right.
All types of moments.
But Golden State is
still
so
he has
strong.
moments.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're so strong up front.
Yes.
You have Kevin Durant. He's worth about at least 3 of the players on the Rockets bench. To go along with Klay Thompson. They have 4 All-Stars.
So this
when
is
you
what
get to the
I'll ask you,
playoffs,
gentlemen.
these guys play 40 minutes a night.
What about this, T-Mac or Truth? If you get Draymond Green emotionally out of the game or he personally gets in foul trouble, what about the drop-off after that?
Well, they definitely lose their emotional leader. I mean, we saw what happened a couple years ago when Draymond was suspended the one game and then allowed Cleveland to come back and win that series. So he's definitely their emotional leader. He's the guy that gets them fired up, gets them up on defense. So any game Draymond misses can be critical to them in the playoffs or definitely in the finals.
Especially if they're facing a team like the Houston Rockets. If Draymond is in foul trouble, if he's suspended a game, I don't think they win that game.
Well, what are you looking at me for? I can't tell the future. I don't know if y'all are right or
Give
not.
us something.
I think you're all wrong. Okay. We'll move back to the game that we've got coming up, Capital One Arena in our
We all still picking the Warriors.
Capital. Yeah, I think we
Absolutely.
are. Site of our first matchup.